I've mentioned before, and I truly mean this, there is only one Avery, and never will there be another. I've never been more inspired by a human being in my life than my daughter, Avery. What was your feelings about the lays?
I felt like they should go back into nature, so we're throwing them in the ocean.
Absolutely beautiful, Avery.
It's a baby.
Hey, wait a minute now, Choppy.
All right, Choppy. Good boy, buddy.
Very cute face, baby. Yeah, that's your dog. She didn't like it when he would lick her. And I said, Avery, you have to understand, dogs don't have lips. And that's the only way he can kiss you. And that's the only way that he can show you how much he loves you. And that immediately totally changed her mind on him licking her face. She really thought that was cool. That is hilarious to me. Just hilarious. Welcome to having a 16-month-old kid and a dog. You're all done? We're trying to walk. There we go.
Yay.
Here comes baby. Boy, you are walking so good, sweetheart. Okay, bye-bye, Avery.
Bye-bye.
I love you.
I love you.
How do you know how to play soccer?
Because I learned.
Who'd you learn from?
Mommy?
Doing things in a way that was unique and true to herself. She's always been that way. And I think over time, we really saw that developed as she, grew from, a baby into a toddler, into a school-aged kid. I mean, she was on Avery time. But in a good way, I'm not going to be hurried up, in this world of fast-paced life. I'm going to do things where, I'm going to enjoy them and take my time. And she was full of life that way. It made us all just kind of slow down and stop, which was a blessing.
Hey, stop it!
One of my fondest memories of her is before she talked, and she was sitting in a high chair, and Reggie and I were having a conversation. And within 6 inches of my face, as I turned to look to my right, there were these great big blue eyes sucking in everything that I was saying. And I told Reggie, we have to watch our language, because next to me is a sponge.
Busted.
Say you're busted.
You're totally busted.
She was extremely witty, and frequently, whether we were with doctors or whether we were with nurses or whether it was just family around, oftentimes we would say, where in the hell did she get that? Because it was like grown-up humor.
Should Coach Vahid come over to our house right now?
Yes.
Will he feel more wholesome and fulfilled if he comes over?
Yes.
Is he lacking something in his life that will be met if he comes over?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What does that even mean?
Very good question.
The answer is yes.
Avery, where are you flying to today?
Hawaii.
Hawaii, huh? And is this your first trip in the captain's seat? Awesome.
Help me, Daddy. Put your
Just
hands
go
up.
straight. Just go straight. You're fine. Keep turning.
Usually that makes a clank, clank, clank.
Clang, clang.
Avery was bubbly, humorous, eager to go and do anything and everything you could think about. And if she got quiet, and if she got sort of, oh, I'm just sitting there and maybe I'm looking a little grim, you'd say to her, Avery, what's going on, honey? She said, I just need a hug. And you could go in and embrace that little girl, and she was fine. And that's what she shared with everybody. I'm not shaking your hand. I'm giving you a hug.
I've known Avery since she's in kindergarten, and she would come into the school office either to deliver something or see the nurse, and she would come to my desk and say to me, I need a hug, or it looks like you need a hug. And she would come behind my desk and we would have a hug fest. And when she was real little, we would talk about, my earrings that I had on, or a necklace, or I would talk about her beautiful curly blonde hair because I was so jealous of that hair. So that's my memory of Avery, and now I can say I have been hugged by an angel, and that was Avery.
She had the best personality ever. She was super bubbly, but would totally tell you the truth about anything. Even if it was surprising or shocking, she didn't care. And then she would go with like the biggest smile in the world that you can't forget.
So what do you think we should do for the rest of the day?
Build a snowman.
That's a great answer. What are you doing, honey?
Watching Cappy.
Oh, Chappy.
Open-minded, adventurous, willing to take risks, willing to try new things, to have new experiences.
She actually made a very good pot of porridge last night for our feast. Baby, how was your porridge?
I don't like porridge. But I like the soup that she made.
A little bit hard to do. There you go.
Yep, he's Chopper Bucket. To know the love of Avery is to know love beyond anything I'll probably ever experience in my life again. And for that, I'm very thankful.
Grandma. And I'd walk in there and she'd have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful smile on her face. Her hair was all kind of tousled from sleeping for the night. And she'd put her arms out for a great big hug and a great big kiss. And then she'd throw on her robe over her pajamas and down we'd go. And that's what I will remember as long as I live,
She just didn't have any fear. She didn't have any trepidation, even up until the very, very, very end. She was asking about things that my kids had going on while she was approaching her darkest days. Oh, how's Izzy and her knee? And how's, JoJo? And how's his baseball season? And she just had all these inquiring questions about her cousins, even when she was struggling with what she was struggling with in the last 7 to 10 days. The biggest lesson that I've learned from Avery is, despite anything that's going on, laugh and enjoy and love. Love your friends, love your family, hug as much as you possibly can. Pour out love and affection on one another, and don't take things too seriously. Find time every day to laugh and be lighthearted, because that's what she would have wanted us to do.
The most important things I want for Christina and I and our family and our friends and people that knew Avery, what I truly do want is for those folks to never forget what this kid fought for and fought through for 13 years. And when they're having a bad day or they're having a time in their life, boy, it would mean the world to me if they remembered, hey, Avery fought daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, basically for 11 years of her life. And I want those people to carry a bit of Avery with her, for them to be strong, for them to persevere, for them to look forward to the next day as being possibly a better day. I hope that is a big part of Avery's legacy.
I've been walking around his horse. What's his name, Linda?
Orion.
Orion.
Yep, and how do you think Orion liked you walking him around?
I think he loved it.
Yeah, I think he loved it too.
I love him.
Yeah.
I know he loved it.
He's like a gentle giant, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta wrap it up. You gotta wrap, you gotta wrap it up. You gotta wrap, you gotta wrap it up. You gotta wrap it up. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, bye, oh, bye. If he tried, he wants to kiss the girl. Whoa, whoa, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, bye, oh, bye. If he tried, he wants to kiss the girl. Whoa, whoa, bye.
There's no way to sum up Avery's young life with mere words or to try to understand the reason that she was put in our lives for such a short time. But we must somehow believe that God has a plan and that we are all instrumental in that intent. True love is love that causes us pain, that hurts, and yet brings us joy. That is why we must pray to God and ask Him to give us the courage to love. A quote from Mother Teresa. Avery, we love you and you will always be in our hearts. Amen.
I'm learning how to ride my bike.
You're learning how to ride your bike. And are you having a good time?
Yeah.
And has Daddy done a good job giving you instructions?
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. And are you excited?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What else can you tell me about this experience?
It feels good finally learning how to ride a bike.
Love you, baby. Give me a kiss. Come on.
Last day of radiation.
Last day of radiation. And how long was it?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. And you're very excited to do what right now?
Ring the bell.
Okay. Awesome. Good job, baby.
Well, it's just so easy to give up in this world, right? I mean, there's bad things happen to a lot of people every day. And how can we not give up? She battled cancer for basically her entire life, 11 years, 11 out of her 13 years, she battled. So what can we do to honor her legacy? And maybe it's small for you, maybe it's something larger, but to not give up, the hope, the fight, and stay the course, because that's what Avery wants. That's what Avery would have wanted. You know, for her friends and family to keep going, to keep smiling, to keep laughing, to keep joking with each other. And so for me, it's simple. It's don't give up.
Happy birthday, dear Avery. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we're doing one spin at the end.
Woo! And a dip.
Tippy toes.
So Avery,
Yeah.
where are we?
We are at the Apple store.
We are at the Apple store, and yay! And what are we here to do today?
Daddy's buying me a phone.
Yes, I am. And are we going to buy an iPhone 1, like a real small one?
The 12.
The 12. Are you sure?
Yes.
And we're going to get the big one, right?
Oh yeah.
And what do you plan on doing with this phone?
Being very responsible.
Avery, what did you just say?
I can do a really good turkey impression.
And I said, what? Let me see it.
Boo!
God, I love that. That's awesome, baby. What are we going to do today?
My eye appointment, and then we're going to an ATM for Cokie because he owes me money.
Oh, awesome. Isn't her head soft, honey?
Oh yeah.
If I had to encapsulate her, I would say, you know, she loved everyone, but she wasn't afraid to tell you if she didn't like something you were doing. And she was very gracious with hugs and with love and warmth. And she had a very adventurous spirit. And she wasn't afraid to say, you know, well, yeah, I'll try that. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Sure, I'll do it. Yep. She wasn't afraid to take those kinds of risks. And I think if we can all approach life with more love and more openness to try new things, I think, you know, we would live her legacy, you know, or help her carry on her legacy in her life. As a mom, it's tough, you know, for anyone to lose a child. And I think, you know, if we just all need to give love. We need to love each other more and spend more time with each other, because the time we have is short. And that's, I mean, 13 years is way too short for us.
We had her for 13 years, and there's no question. I know it sounds a bit like a cliche, but by a long margin, better to have her for 13 years than never have had her at all. I mean, absolutely so true. So true. Sending nature back to nature.